Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day filled with positivity and excitement. Today, we are diving into something truly fascinating, a story that connects history, heritage, and hidden value. It's not just about money. It's about discovery, passion, and the joy of finding something that could change the way you look at everyday objects. First up, let's take a step back in time to the year 1952. The United States was in the midst of post-war growth. Families were thriving, and the economy was booming. It was in this backdrop that the Denver Mint produced a coin that would go on to capture the attention of collectors decades later. This coin is none other than the 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny. The penny itself may look ordinary at first glance, but beneath its copper surface lies a story worth telling. Abraham Lincoln's portrait was chosen to represent unity and strength, and the reverse side with the wheat stalks symbolizes growth and prosperity. Every single detail carries meaning, and that's why collectors see more than just a small piece of copper. Now, why is the 1952 D penny so valuable? The Denver Mint struck millions of them, but condition is everything. Over time, most pennies from circulation suffered scratches, fading, or heavy wear. That's what makes the few surviving in pristine, brilliant condition so incredibly special. Collectors look for sharp details on Lincoln's profile, clear lettering, and that bold D mint mark under the date. The cleaner the coin, the higher the demand. This transforms a simple penny into a treasure that can be worth far more than its original face value. The market for wheat pennies has always been strong. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to the nostalgia, the beauty, and the rarity of high-grade examples. For the 1952 D wheat penny, values can climb impressively when the coin is found in mint state condition. In fact, some of the top quality examples have reached prices as high as $9,500 at auctions. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin in your hand that could be worth nearly $10,000. That's the magic and motivation behind coin collecting. This value isn't just about rarity, it's also about passion. People are willing to pay thousands for the chance to own a piece of history that has been preserved so perfectly for over 70 years. The demand grows as more collectors compete for these scarce gems. Another reason this coin holds such importance is its place in the wheat penny series. The wheat design ended in 1958, making these coins the final years of an American classic. That historical cutoff point makes coins like the 1952 D even more desirable. Think about it for a moment. Something so small, something that people once used to buy gum or a newspaper, now stands as a valuable collectible worth thousands. It shows us that value doesn't always come from size, but from rarity, history, and preservation. And here's the exciting part. These coins are still out there, hidden in old jars, tucked away in dressers, or sitting quietly in family collections, waiting for someone to recognize their worth. That's why every search feels like a treasure hunt. The 1952 D wheat penny serves as a reminder that what we often overlook can sometimes hold the greatest surprises. Each time a collector finds one in mint state, it sparks excitement, storytelling, and new dreams. The beauty of coin collecting is that it's not only about money, it's about connecting to history. Holding a 1952 penny is like shaking hands with the past, feeling the weight of time and progress in something so small yet meaningful. This connection is exactly why people are willing to pay such high amounts. The blend of rarity, condition, and historical charm makes the 1952 D wheat penny a shining star in the world of numismatics. So, if you happen to come across one in brilliant condition, know that it could be worth up to $9,500. That's the top prize collectors chase, and it's a number that continues to inspire people to search. Never underestimate the power of curiosity. What might look like just another penny could actually be a life-changing discovery. That's why stories like the 1952 D wheat penny are so powerful. They remind us that treasures are often hiding in plain sight. In the end, this coin teaches us that history and value are intertwined. From a simple cent to a highly prized collectible, the journey of the 1952 D wheat penny is nothing short of incredible. So keep your eyes open, keep searching, and remember, the next time you see an old penny, it might just be the one that turns a small discovery into something worth thousands of dollars. Next up, the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny carries with it the lasting legacy of mid-20th century America, a time when coins were more than just currency. They were symbols of pride, stability, and growth. Minted in Denver, this small copper cent with the unmistakable D beneath its date has since become a prized collectible. Asterisk, the coin itself follows the classic Lincoln wheat design. On the obverse, the strong and noble portrait of Abraham Lincoln reminds us of leadership and unity. On the reverse, the two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent, representing prosperity and the promise of growth. This design, used from 1909 to 1958, is cherished by collectors across the globe. Asterisk, the year 1953 was part of the final chapter for the wheat cent series, and coins from this era always attract attention. Denver struck millions, yet the survival of high-grade coins has proven scarce. Many entered circulation, enduring scratches, nicks, and heavy wear, leaving only a small fraction in pristine, mint-state condition. Asterisk, it is those pristine examples that drive collectors into bidding wars. The brighter the luster, the sharper the detail, and the clearer that D mint mark, the higher the value climbs. Each perfect coin is like a tiny time capsule preserved for future generations. Asterisk, at present, the market shows that an ordinary 1953 D penny in circulated condition will not turn heads. But when we look at gems that shine with untouched brilliance, the story changes dramatically. Auction houses and private collectors are willing to pay thousands. Asterisk, some of the finest known examples have already sold for up to $8,700. That's an extraordinary price for a 1 cent coin, and it demonstrates just how much potential still exists. In these little pieces of copper, asterisk, the demand for wheat pennies has never faded. Every year, new collectors join the hobby, eager to own coins that connect them to history. This constant demand ensures that coins like the 1953 D wheat penny not only remain valuable today, but also hold bright potential for tomorrow. Asterisk, looking toward the future, the value of this coin could continue to climb. As time passes, fewer pristine examples remain available, and those that are graded at the top will only grow rarer. This natural scarcity is what makes long-term appreciation so likely. Asterisk, imagine a collector 50 years from now, searching for high-quality wheat pennies. The supply will be smaller, but the desire will be even greater. That is the kind of future that gives coins like the 1953 D their investment appeal. Asterisk, its historical value also adds to the attraction. These pennies were struck during the presidency of Dwight D. Eisenhower, at a time when America was rebuilding its global presence and advancing into new eras of science, culture, and innovation. Every 1953 penny carries those echoes of history. Asterisk, this coin tells us that value is not simply measured in face value. A penny minted for 1 cent has the power to transform into something worth thousands of dollars. That kind of transformation is what excites collectors, investors, and dreamers alike. Asterisk, right now, the strongest demand is for mint-state examples, those shining red coins untouched by circulation. These coins can command anywhere between $4,000 and $8,700 depending on their exact grade and eye appeal. The difference in value between a worn penny and a perfect one is nothing short of dramatic. Asterisk, even with this variation, the maximum sale price reached so far serves as proof of its worth. Collectors chasing registry sets, where they compete to assemble the finest collections, are willing to push prices even higher when the perfect specimen appears. Asterisk, that means the 1953 D penny is not just valuable today, it carries potential for tomorrow. As coins disappear into private collections, the available supply shrinks, ensuring that values remain strong. This is what makes the journey of this penny so compelling. Asterisk, there is also something deeply motivating in knowing that such a small item can hold such significance. It teaches us that greatness is not always about size, but about rarity, beauty, and preservation. Asterisk, when you hold a 1953 D wheat penny in brilliant condition, you are not just holding copper. You are holding history, artistry, and opportunity. That opportunity translates directly into value, a value that has already proven itself in the marketplace. Asterisk, the excitement of discovery continues to drive collectors. Whether found in old collections, hidden away in drawers, or passed down through generations. These coins have the power to surprise and inspire. Asterisk, and that is the beauty of the 1953 wheat penny. Its journey from a simple 1-cent coin to a treasure worth thousands is a story that never loses its shine. The maximum prize has reached $8,700, and the possibility of even greater heights in the future remains very real. Asterisk, so today, this penny stands as one of the most desirable wheat cents ever. Struck in Denver, it holds its place in history, it carries strong present-day value, and it promises a future that continues to motivate collectors around the world. Asterisk, the 1953 wheat penny is proof that even the smallest coin can create the biggest impact, both in passion and in price. And with that, its legacy of value continues to grow, inspiring us to keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing in the treasures waiting to be found. Next up, the 1955 Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most fascinating coins of the wheat cent era, struck at the Denver Mint during a time of post-war growth and prosperity in the United States. With the D mint mark resting below the date, it carries the signature of Denver's production and stands as a cherished collectible today. Asterisk, this coin continues the Lincoln wheat design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. On the obverse side is the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of leadership and strength, while the reverse side features the classic wheat stalks, representing abundance and progress. The design itself is simple yet iconic, and that adds to the penny's lasting popularity. Asterisk, the year 1955 was especially notable in coinage history because of the famous double-die penny from the Philadelphia Mint. While that variety stole the spotlight, the Denver Mint's 1955 penny still holds tremendous value in its own right, particularly in the highest grades where preservation is almost flawless. Asterisk, collectors are often eager to own the 1955 penny because of its connection to this era, and because wheat pennies from the mid-1950s remain a key part of completing a full set. This demand ensures that the coin maintains strong desirability in the market. Asterisk, the question of how many people want to buy this coin has an exciting answer. Across the United States, and even globally, thousands of collectors pursue wheat pennies, and every year new enthusiasts join the hobby. The 1955 is always among the coins sought after to fill collections, meaning that the audience for this penny is wide and enduring. Asterisk, its value today depends heavily on condition, but the truth is that when preserved in mint state, the 1955 penny can bring extraordinary amounts. Circulated examples may be common, but pristine examples stand apart, commanding thousands at auctions and private sales. Asterisk, some of the finest known examples have already sold for up to $9,200, showing that this little coin carries big potential. That maximum price demonstrates just how high demand can push the price when collectors compete for the very best specimens. Asterisk, and yes, its value is truly high compared to many other pennies of its time. While a regular coin might only be worth its face value, the 1955 wheat penny in near-perfect condition turns into a collector's dream, valued at thousands of dollars. Asterisk, this coin was struck during the Eisenhower presidency, at a time when America was expanding its influence and building a culture of innovation. Every 1955 penny reflects that moment in history, making it more than just money. It is a tangible piece of the American story. Asterisk, the Denver Mint produced these coins as part of regular circulation, but nobody could have imagined that decades later, certain examples would be so fiercely desired. That unpredictability adds magic to collecting, reminding us that ordinary objects can transform into treasures with time and care. Asterisk, collectors prize this coin because it marks one of the final chapters of the wheat penny series. Within just a few years, the design would be retired, replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. This sense of closure adds weight to every wheat penny from the 1950s, including the 1955 Asterisk, as for how high its value can go in the future, the answer is inspiring. With fewer coins surviving in pristine condition each year, and with more collectors joining the market, prices can only be expected to rise. The top grades could easily move beyond today's $9,200 figure, as history has already shown steady growth in wheat penny values. Asterisk, the attraction of this coin lies not only in its monetary worth, but also in its meaning. Owning a 1955 D penny is like holding a story in your hand. A story of America's progress, artistry and design, and the fascinating world of minting. Asterisk, even today, new collectors continue to search rolls of pennies, hoping to uncover one of these treasures. Stories of discovery, whether from an old collection, a coin jar, or a family inheritance, fuel excitement and keep the demand strong. Asterisk, and this demand is exactly what keeps values high. When thousands of people want something, but only a limited number exist in top condition, prices naturally rise. The 1955 D penny is a perfect example of that simple but powerful truth. Asterisk, the charm of this coin also lies in its accessibility. Anyone could potentially find one, yet only the sharpest, brightest examples become the true prizes of numismatics. That chance of finding value where least expected is what makes coin collecting so motivating. Asterisk, over time, the 1955 D penny has proven itself as a staple of the hobby. Its beauty, history, and strong performance in the marketplace ensure that it is more than just another wheat cent. It is a piece that inspires admiration and competition. Asterisk, so when we look at its value today, with a maximum reaching up to $9,200, and imagine its potential tomorrow, it becomes clear that the 1955 D wheat penny is a coin worth chasing, holding, and treasuring. Asterisk, this small cent shows us how something so simple can become so extraordinary, not only in dollars, but in meaning. It teaches that value often hides in the smallest corners of life, waiting for someone to recognize it. Asterisk, the 1955 D wheat penny, with its lasting history and impressive value, continues to stand as one of the most desirable coins of its time. And for every collector, it represents not just copper and detail, but a dream of discovering greatness in something so small. Asterisk. Next up, the 1956 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the final issues in the Wheat Cent series, struck at the Denver Mint and marked with the familiar D beneath the date. It stands today as both a historical artifact and a collector's treasure. Asterisk, this coin follows the same classic design created in 1909 by Victor David Brenner. Abraham Lincoln appears on the obverse, representing strength and leadership, while the reverse carries the famous wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and unity. By 1956, this design had already become a cherished American icon. Asterisk, the year 1956 was only 2 years before the end of the Wheat Penny series. That makes coins from this year special because they are among the last of their kind. In 1959, the Lincoln Memorial design would replace the wheat ears, closing the chapter on half a century of wheat cent history. Asterisk, at the Denver Mint, millions of these coins were produced for circulation. Most went into everyday use, buying candy, newspapers, and small goods, leaving behind scratches, wear, and discoloration. Yet a few lucky pieces were preserved in pristine condition, untouched by circulation. Asterisk, these preserved examples are the ones that command the most attention today. When the surface shines bright, the luster glows, and the details remain sharp, the value of the 1956 D penny climbs dramatically. Asterisk, collectors across the country search for high-grade 1956 D pennies to complete their wheat cent collections. The demand is strong, and it ensures that the value remains high in the marketplace. Asterisk, so, where can you buy such a coin? Reputable coin dealers, auction houses, and certified online platforms offer the best opportunities. When buying, it is important to look for coins graded by professional services, as certification provides assurance of authenticity and quality. Asterisk, and where can you sell one? The options are equally wide. Auction houses, online marketplaces, coin shows, and even private collectors are eager to purchase rare, high-quality examples. A coin graded at the top levels can spark bidding battles that drive the price into the thousands. Asterisk, as for how much it can be worth, the answer is exciting. While common worn examples may not attract much attention, high-grade mint state coins have reached values up to $8,400. This remarkable figure proves just how much potential the 1956 D penny holds. Asterisk, the question of whether to keep it or sell. It depends on the condition and your goals. If you own a high-grade example, it may be wise to keep it sealed, graded, and protected. Over time, its value could continue to climb as fewer pristine examples remain available. Asterisk sealing and protecting. The coin is essential for maintaining maximum value. Coins kept in airtight holders or professionally graded slabs avoid the risks of scratches, tarnish, and damage. Every mark lost is value lost, which is why preservation is key. Asterisk the 1956 D penny also carries with it the story of an America in transition. It was minted at a time when the country was moving toward a new era, from the Eisenhower years into a period of cultural and technological change. Owning one of these coins is like holding a reminder of that moment in history. Asterisk collectors do not just buy these pennies for copper value or size. They buy them for the story, the history, and the chance to own something that has traveled through time, preserved against the odds. That story fuels demand and keeps prices strong. Asterisk, should you keep it? The answer is yes, if you own one in brilliant mint state condition. Coins of this quality are the ones that become the true treasures of the hobby, selling for thousands today and potentially even more in the future. Asterisk, imagine discovering a penny you thought was ordinary and realizing it could bring $8,400 in the right auction. That is the kind of discovery that excites collectors and motivates everyone to look closer at what they hold. Asterisk, the market for wheat pennies shows no signs of slowing down. As more collectors enter the field and fewer coins remain untouched, the value can only continue to rise. The 1956 D penny is in a perfect position to benefit from this growing demand. Asterisk, even now, stories of incredible finds fuel excitement in the collecting community. Someone pulling a high-grade wheat penny from an old jar or a forgotten box is enough to remind us all that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. Asterisk, this penny is proof that small things can hold extraordinary value. A single cent, struck nearly 70 years ago, has the power to be worth thousands today. That kind of transformation inspires collectors and investors alike. Asterisk, so, whether you decide to buy, hold, or eventually sell a 1956 D penny, remember this: it is more than just a coin. It is a piece of history, a symbol of preservation, and a pathway to value that continues to motivate collectors worldwide. Asterisk, the maximum prize of $8,400 is not just a number. It is a statement of the potential hidden in coins like the 1956 D wheat penny. Protect it, treasure it, and let it inspire you to keep searching, because the next great discovery could be in your hands.